Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I just want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I've made peace with my situations with all of that, and it took me a long time, sadly, or immaturely of me. We've made a decision about the situation in front of us. I'm not going to just expel what we decided. I technically should have known the way things were energetically with God, and just the unsettlement, that the Lord was prompting me. I will always be learning, and I hope that we're always learning with the Lord. Pastor Baldwin did an amazing teaching today. And we're sending our love to all who ever have prayed or do care. And I guess even if you don't care, and you're resisting or working against us in the satanic situations, well, regardless of how sometimes just maybe feeling just, oh gosh, but it makes us stronger. And if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be what I am today. And there's still a couple kinks left that I need to spiff up, and probably another couple kinks will pop up. That's how it works to be a human, to have a father of light and a father of darkness within us, in our DNA, and all the way throughout our flesh. But when I sometimes think back to my youth and I would try to fight. I was going to have an independence with the Lord. I technically, as a child, you can ask any of my instructors, teachers, skating teachers, cheerleading coaches, journalist teachers, choir, music, you name it. You would see I'm not bragging, God knows, but you would see repeatedly how they stated how cooperative I was and what a joy I was to have in the classroom, and that I was always willing to learn and try to do better, meaning the courses that I was deficient in, and those deficiency probably would still be there today. Many maths, just, oh goodness, no. And many sciences, not biology. I had a strong, had a very strong ability in that. And certain types of maths. I'm just here today to thank even my father, those that raised me, that regardless of how it's all kind of, fallen to pieces, but it's been doing that for many, many decades, I'm grateful. Because if it wasn't for the resistance, if it wasn't for the control and the undermining, the confusion, the no, you're not, suffocation, control, throwing me to the wolves, defacing me, using me, scapegoating me, I wouldn't have the courage with the Lord to stand up to the evils. I would have already been in a heap in a corner somewhere, shivering like a little baby. So that's my happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, happy birthdays. If it wasn't for all of this, and there's been many times I was like, Lord, don't you think this is a bit much? But just think, who else is standing up to the neighborhood thugs? Have a good one. That doesn't mean I'm always like a courageous she-woman or anything, but thank you, Lord. Goodness gracious. Because it's getting worse. And if I had been still hung up on my identity and the defamement and all the confusion, oh, she's a rebel, she's this, you guys don't know me from Doomsday. Let me tell you what, though, when doomsdays comes, me and my Johnny will be standing strong with the Lord. Even when we're being hauled off, I might be the one speaking up pretty loud if I know I'm going to the slaughter, but thank you, Lord. Because if it wasn't for all this horribleness, I'd still be hung up on the stupidestnesses of life. Thank you, those that raised me. I mean it. It took a long road to get to here, but if it wasn't for your control, I wouldn't have been reporting Monroe County, Michigan for almost 30 years on corruption. Thank you. And high school, because I was forging my age and my name to turn in other types of things like that. But that was just child's play then. That was just petition signing. I just want to thank you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be one of Jesus's most fearless warriors.